stream to catch up. We'll make sure audio sounds good. Then we'll walk around and show you guys everything here. So let's wait 1 second. Usually takes about a minute. Anyone watching after will be able to see this part. But let me know when you guys hear me and can see all of this. Okay, looks like it is starting to load out now. Can you guys hear me fine? Is it too laggy or anything? Okay, looks like we are good. So I'm gonna be showing you guys what we have so far. There's gonna be a lot more, but right now I've got all of the Home Depot giants out. I have some of the garage is being built over there, which we will show. Also, Mutant is in there. Can't demo Mutant today, but we can actually demo Frankenstein, who I have not shown on the channel at all yet. So that one's exciting. So yeah, we'll go over there eventually. But if you guys have any questions about anything, I can answer those as well. And then also, if you guys want, we can do a walkthrough of what everything will look like once it's done. Okay, so starting here, yes, I do leave them out in the rain. These ones, other than Dark Angel, I do take him onto the porch. He is technically not waterproof. I have not tested it though. Everything else stays out. So the archway is just plastic, so that is an easy stay out. The werewolf is built to be a weatherproof prop. The Phantom is pretty weatherproof. Wind is what kind of destroys it, but water is fine for it. The skeletons have definitely been tested and they are great. And Inferno over there is also awesome. He really hardly catches any wind, and then also is fully waterproof. So everything you see out here except Dark Angel is waterproof, and I keep them out, and I will be keeping them out until Halloween. Everything is on as well. It's not too dark yet, so you can't exactly tell. I know Phantom was pretty obvious. Wolf is not too bad. You can kind of see his lights there. He's not on sensor mode. He is on static right now. Inferno's pretty obvious, actually. Inferno's looking pretty good. Mummy, I have not tested his waterproofing, and I've heard people say he's not, so I don't really want to test him too much yet. I will wrap the box if we need to. That's what we did with Deadly Creeper up there. He is technically not, but he is wrapped, so he should be fine. But yeah, this is what the graveyard looks like right now. There's going to be about 20 zombies and reapers that are going to go around this area, so it's going to be pretty packed on Halloween. There's also 2 more podiums that I did a haunt build on that have to make their way over here, so definitely going to be a lot over here. Colossus will be in the haunt. Colossus will be on the driveway leading up to the sewer, so he'll be over basically where the cars are. Funny Bear 123, thank you for the $2 donation. What is your least favorite animatronic company? Let's see. Least favorite would probably be probably Crazy Create. Crazy Create, I just don't like their quality. I've actually sold most of my Crazy Create props. And they do stuff for mainly Spirit, and most of that stuff I do not buy or sell after a little bit because I really don't like their quality. Their concepts are cool though. But overall, for just main companies, not the producers, I would say, let's see, it'd probably be, I wouldn't say Lowe's was the worst this year. I'd say probably, I don't know, maybe Menards. Menards had one item that I really liked. I haven't visited too many of the stores. Lowe's was pretty good. Party City was awesome. Spirit was good. Home Depot was awesome. Yeah, Sunstar is pretty bad as well. Sunstar is not really in too many stores. Sunstar is actually at Lowe's. That is kind of what makes most of their stuff pretty bad. Cackles is not outside. Cackles is proven to be very, very bad outside. He looks awesome, and he was my favorite until my first one already broke. So I'm not planning on putting him out yet. He will be one of the last to go out. For the larger series of props, he will be in the backyard as well. Cackles, you can actually, hold on, we'll go over here. Cackles, you can kind of see him from in here. But so many people's Cackles have already broken, which is pretty sad to see, especially for a $500 prop. But here he is inside. He's fine inside, but when he is exposed to any wind, he is very, very top heavy, so he will start to lean. Here's the two skellies. These will be an archway, so they're going to be pushed back a lot. Pushed back. This one will probably be around there. This one will be more about there, and a full red curtain is going to go in between them. Then there's also a ton of lighting here at night, which there is some photos of, but sadly I cannot show that right now. Come over here to the sign. This is another thing we did in a haunt build over here. There's the sign right there. Logan's unboxings, I definitely do think Home Depot did better this year just because waterproofing and size. I love the bigger props because they definitely get a great reaction, and I definitely think waterproofing is key with this stuff because it is not easy putting it all out in one day. Got him in the cage right now. This will also be a more detailed section. He's going to be pushed back. His arms will be kind of like this on the cage, and then the rest of the werewolves will be inside the cage. I will be putting a ton more detail into the graveyard. Just not much is waterproof, so that will be way later on. But yeah, there will be a lot more coming to this area. Yeah, let's go over to the inside of the haunt now. Coming over here, there's Deadly Creeper up there with the countdown. He's looking awesome. Like I said, this is one I actually wrapped. He's not usually waterproof, but he is right now because of wrapping. So, coming over here, here's Mutant. This is where he will be for the hallway. And right now his hallway is not built. So I will walk through what it basically will be. They'll be starting over here. And actually where the truck is where the sewer will be. So the sewer is going to come right up here, and then they're going to walk in right there. So they're going to turn, and they will be going this way to the Wretched hallway. So they're going to walk this way. Wretched's going to be in the corner, insane asylum type hall. Then they're going to turn this corner, and there's the dark hallway. Full squeeze 18-inch dark tunnel, and in the middle of it will be a very cool scare and very unexpected scare. Then they get to the end over here, and then they'll walk over to Mutant. They're going to be forced to walk towards him and around right next to him to this door. This door will then lead them to the hall. Here we have one full wall wallpapered, which I think turned out awesome. It will also have some carpet down here, some trim, and a full popcorn textured ceiling. Here is some other wallpapering starting on the walls. These are all fully wooden walls this year, much better than last year and much more sturdy. Then we go around here. We have the cave. There's the shaft right there. This wall actually slides. There's going to be a wall right here, and it's going to look like they're fully trapped into this room. The drop window is going to be about right here, and it will drop down, scare them, and then this wall actually slides open. So they'll walk through the sliding wall, and then here's the shaft. We'll look down here. There's the shaft. Awesome effect. Uses a mirror, and it's very realistic, especially in person. Boogeyman is in the walkthrough. He is the only retail prop that's going to be there. He is going to be around right here. He'll be in a window, and he'll be behind that window with a control panel, basically looking like he's controlling Mutant. But then they'll walk around here, go to the shaft room. This will look kind of like a mine shaft type cave area. Cave rocks coming through, and there will be wood, just barriers. This will also be on the shaft. Then they exit through this door. So let's go around now. Show you where that door leads to. Hopefully the Wi-Fi doesn't get too bad around all over here. Yeah, I can show where the other props are going to. Oh, that's a good question. So yeah, no other retail props in the walkthrough section. The rest are going either up front, on the sides, or in the back. So over here, exiting out of this door, that's the door the cave leads to. They'll walk out here, and then it enters to clowns. So there is going to be probably archway clown right here, maybe some other clowns leading up, some flags and stuff like that. This year, this is all a fun house, so that will all be blocked off. You won't be able to see that this year, unlike last year. You'll walk over here. We have the full circus section over here. There's gonna be ticket booths, there's gonna be fencing, some of those carnival ride type props. But then up here's the main change section. Up here we have the fun house. So they're gonna walk in here. All of these are gonna be mirrored walls. They're gonna walk, there's gonna be a few props here. There's gonna be about maybe 4 or 5. There's Monty, Jack in the Box, Cackles is going on top, Nozzles is going on top, and I'm not sure about what else. I know when you walk in, which will be through a clown inflatable archway, when you walk in here, there's gonna be Lucky Bottoms, either on the ceiling or on the floor. I'm not sure yet. Depends on what he can do. But he will be in the middle of the room there. There'll be crazy lighting. All of this, like I said, will be mirrors around it. And there will be an actor in there as well. The ceiling will also be mirrored to the floor. So it's basically just a full mirrored fun house, which I think will be a pretty cool design. I've not seen that in too many haunts, so I think that will be pretty unique as well. They'll walk over here. We'll probably do something with the hot tub again because people really like that. We'll walk over to this section. I think we're gonna have a tent here with some lighting, probably black lights because props like Wacky Mole will be in there. Walking over here, I do want to do some sort of like clown burial type scene with Teary and Dead Humor right here. Cuddles and Underworld. Underworld I won't be using just because he is too broken to use. Cuddles may be in here. Then they will walk over to the lab. So this is what I have not shown yet. Here is Frankenstein, right here. And we can demo him this stream for the first time. He is amazing. The walk here with Frankenstein, there'll be a ton of blueprints and stuff on the walls, tables with some lab stuff. So a lot going on here. Here's the tanks. Here is the normal tank. They'll walk by this. There's going to be a mask inside. Then over here, this one is not a normal tank. These doors actually open and an actor will run out. And at night, this all looks amazing. This is much better lit and much cooler looking at night. Right now, it looks a bit more plain, and there will still be more added to it. There's also Dr. Loom, Mad Scientist, and some other things that will be going in this type of area. So a lot of stuff here. But let's show Frankenstein. Here he is. He is fully silicone. This full mask is silicone up here. Everything you see, silicone, punched hair. Hands are all silicone again. This is a full metal design here. This is wood and metal. Mostly wood details and then metal framing. This opens up actually, which I can't do right now because that is tons of pounds. This thing weighs, I'm not sure exactly how much, but probably around 500 or 600 pounds. So it won't be able to lift up this stream to show the mechanics, but the mechanics inside are crazy. What company is it? This is Life Formations. So it's not too well known amongst most haunters. Some haunters know more about it because it is more like the Chuck E. Cheese props where it's more professional. I never heard of them before this, but they are a very professional company. Like I said, full silicone. They do fully pneumatic. Everything you see here is pneumatic movement as well. Here's the back. Here's the controls right here. This is... oh, let's see if that works. We'll wait 1 second. Okay, looks like I'm back. I'm gonna wait 1 minute for you guys to come back here. Okay, it looks like we're good. Okay, so we're back. So what I was saying is it is full pneumatic, full silicone, and it's pretty crazy. These are the controls. If this didn't, if it already glitched out before this, these are the control sections. We took out all of the relays it originally had and reprogrammed him because his original programming was not there, because this is actually a pretty old piece. It is from the 90s, 80s or 90s, so it's my oldest prop by far. But it was a very cool find. But let's turn it on. Here's a switch right here. This does take a second. It's not going to go right away, but we can look at the lights. He has these lights that randomly flash along the sides, both sides as well. You can kind of see it on the tarp over here. But he will start going in a sec. But I love those. I think that is an awesome effect. We also have a gemmy flickering light up above, which definitely adds to it, especially at night. That thing makes this room go crazy. And he is very loud as well. He's not on full volume right now, but very, very loud prop, and I think it will be pretty intense in here. So we'll wait a second here, and then he will start to sit up. There's this fog machine that's actually not the compressor. Compressor is already full over here. I don't think there's any fog fluid. Usually fog would be coming out from the bottom there. But he should get started pretty soon. Where will the goblin be? I can show the goblin. He's actually right over in that section. Taking a bit to start here. How do you hide the compressors? One compressor will be in the garage, and that is, well, I'm not sure if the compressor is going to go there. The tank is going to stay there because it's a huge tank. That won't go inside. But the compressors, one will probably have to stay in there just because that's where the outlet is. But the other compressor right now is just right here for Frankenstein. But the main things that need to be powered are Colossus and Mutant. Those are the big two things that take a ton of air. This guy actually doesn't take too much. He's about 80 psi, and he does not need too much per activation. Can actually show his mechanics here. His mechanics are pretty insane. This is all pneumatic as well. It's full belt and stuff. It's got chains. It's crazy. Very insane and very professional prop. Oh, there he goes. Hold on. So at night, that thing is so much cooler, but even in the daytime, you can tell it is incredible. So the only thing that is wrong with this thing is actually the fact that it doesn't have eyelids. That still works. It still blinks inside his head right now. Oh, and there he goes again. But that's the only thing. Everything else is working. All right, there he is. It is a very, very cool prop. All right, so let's continue this way. How tall is Colossus? Colossus is around 13 feet, I believe. Not sure. I have not. Okay. This seems better. Let's wait a sec. Okay, looks like we're better now. Okay, so we're gonna stay over in this section now. We're not gonna go back, but yeah, it might still cut out since we're outside. It's gonna be a bit more choppy. Okay, where are you putting Two Scoops? He's gonna probably be in the tent area by Wacky Mole that I was describing in the back. So him, no, actually, he'll probably be more to the side of it because there is gonna kind of be a concessions type area. So he'll probably be over there because he is holding an ice cream cone. Cheap wall for a garage walkthrough. Cheap wall would probably just be tarp. That's what we did for a while. If you use plastic tarp, it works. It's what a lot of haunts do, and it works pretty well. You can either use PVC or wood furring strips to hold it up, but that's probably the cheapest method, and it is what we did for a pretty long time, so it definitely works pretty well. Where did I purchase Frankenstein? I got him at a sale near me. They were selling a pretty large amount of Halloween stuff. They did the haunted trail type walkthrough, and they were selling him as their largest item, along with Mad Scientist, and I got both of them. Frankenstein is definitely the coolest item I think they had, and I'm really happy we got him. He is a very cool prop. We'll try to go back out to the front yard. Can't really go to the back without it lagging. So we'll go over here and show everything. It's getting a bit darker. Still not dark enough to see all the lighting, but it's getting a bit better. You should be able to see their eyes pretty well now, because on us. Yeah, eyes are much better now. Styrofoam might work. I would actually recommend insulation foam. Insulation foam we used for a little while, and it worked pretty well. It is more expensive though. Is Werewolf with it? Definitely. Werewolf is awesome. He's definitely one of my favorites. He's not the tallest, but he has been the one a lot of people have been talking about for sure. He is super cool. His movement's great. His look is impressive for a retail prop. He's a very professional looking prop. And he is still very big, even though he is one of the shorter ones. He is huge. Pretty good eyes too. I think the eyes work very well on him. They've got a lot of shade on the top with the eyebrow section, so that helps. How much is Werewolf? He's 400. 400 flat. Although Home Depot will be doing a sale fairly soon, around the end of October, so you can get him for about 200 at the sale if your store still has him. How many people come to the first haunt? I'm not sure, because last year we had about 1,200 people walk through. So this year I'm not sure. We'll see how many people come this time. We're expecting more because it's definitely been promoted more. But yeah, last year was about 1,200 walking through. But that does not count the people just looking at all the display stuff. That's just clicking one person per person that walks in. Where's Punchy going? Punchy's going in the back on the deck area by the fun house, because that's where the other inflatable decor is. So I think he fits there, although I don't think he'll be using or I don't think he'll be doing too well in the wind. I think that might mess him up a bit. We don't charge, we do take donations, but there is no entry fee for the haunt. Oh, that's a good question, actually. Stealing stuff. So we have cameras everywhere now. We have a camera right up there above Deadly Creeper. That's an easy one to see. That will be on Colossus, the Lion, Inferno, and a bit more. We have one over here pointing down towards the graveyard. Up at the top of the house there. Soon we're actually going to be installing lights all up there, and I will be making a haunt build video on that. So that's going to be pretty insane. So lots going to be going up there, but along with the cameras, which will be watching over the lawn, and they are watching right now. They are always watching. So we have those two. We're going to have one on the side, and we're going to have some in the back. So, oh, also in the garage. So everywhere. So not too worried about that. Also, there is really no way to steal any of this right here, just because they are really, really bolted in the ground. These are very, very well put in the ground. I don't think it's possible for any of these to fall or get taken out, really at all. The only way one of these would really fall over, even with high wind, is just snapping, which they seem to be pretty sturdy props. They're made very well. So I'm not too worried about anything with that. I'm also not too worried about waterproofing any of these because Home Depot is awesome at waterproofing. I kept the skeleton out for all season last year and it was fine. And all the rest of these are built to be just as waterproof. Yeah, we do have earlier hours. We do 3 to 6 for no scare. So no actors, it will be bright out so it won't be as scary. And it'll look more like this. There will still be all the animatronics out, but super scary stuff like Mutant won't be on. So it will be more kid-friendly. And then after that, it will be full actors and very, very scary this year. Lord Raven, that's a good question. Lord Raven will be going right here, actually. The sewer is going to go up to about there, and then Lord Raven will be on top of the sewer as like an entryway bird. I think it'll be pretty cool. I think he's a prop that should be up high because he's got those wings. That's what I wanted to do with Dark Angel originally, but I don't really want wind to take those wings off, and I think it might. But I think Lord Raven will survive. He's built pretty well. Yeah, I'll be posting build videos very soon. My next video should actually be my full 12-foot plus collection with all the 12-foot plus 15-foot Phantom inside. So that will be a pretty fun one. And then after that, it will be haunt build. So we have the lighting haunt build, which will probably be the next one, actually. I have a few, and I just did one. But yeah, I think the next one will probably be that. Where's Colossus going? Colossus is going to go right over here. Basically where this car is, he's going to go right there. So he'll be right in front of the sewer area. And he will be there for a photo op. He's not going to be blocked by the line, so anyone can really go take a photo with him. So I think that will be nice. How did Underworld break? He fell over and all of the joints snapped. He's not made too well. It's very thin metal. So all of it snapped after he fell. He looks awesome when he works. What is this shaft in your garage? We'll go look at that again. This is a Night Scream, I think they're called, creation. It was at Transworld one year, and I don't know if it's been there since. This is a one-of-a-kind version. The only one in the world, I believe, to have a fully metal front. Most of them have just plastic right here, but this is all welded metal. And here it is inside. It's a mirror effect, but it is very realistic, especially when cleaned. This isn't even a cleaned mirror right now, but when it's cleaned, it looks even better. But it is a very impressive effect, especially in person. It's hard to tell that there's a mirror there. It really looks like you're looking down. But yeah, it's a really cool piece. Very detailed as well. Cool thing is you can even like put your arm over and you don't see it in a reflection just because of the angle of the mirror. Where's Nozzle's going? He's going on top of the pergola in the back. So he's going to be up high, which I think will look really cool, especially with that fog coming out into the air. I think that'll be pretty awesome. Oh yeah, we also have a speaker in here right now. Usually it doesn't have sound, but there's a little bit under here where there is kind of a space to put a speaker. So we have the speaker there, so it sounds like the sounds are coming from the bottom. And it definitely works. It's a pretty cool effect there. Lucky Bottoms is going in the fun house area. He'll be in the middle of that. Not sure if he'll be on the roof of the fun house or just the bottom. Do with that. I don't think I'll put Shorty out. I don't plan on using licensed stuff this year, so I don't think Shorty will be going out this year. Where will the pumpkins be? Pumpkins will be right over here. Coming over here. This is actually, this is where Goblin's gonna go, over in those bushes. He looks really creepy when he's kind of just in a dark, dim lit area like that. So I think he'll be going right there. Then the pumpkins are going right here. The conveyor is gonna go across here. So conveyor is Lil Nestor, Jack Stalker, Pumpkin Nestor. Then Inferno Pumpkin's actually going to be moved right here because of Colossus. We don't want to block Colossus. So Inferno's going to go right there. And then Possessed Pumpkin's actually going on the roof. Kind of like Crouchy 2-3 years ago. Crouchy was up there, so now Possessed Pumpkin's going up there because Crouchy worked up there. So Possessed Pumpkin is going on top, kind of towering over the rest of the pumpkin section. Then witches are going over here. This is a more kid-friendly spot. These will, they're not too scary actually. This section, that's not too scary, but this section is all kid-friendly. So witches are there. All my witches aren't too, they're pretty tame. I think I'll put Dean up there, maybe alongside the Dapper Skeleton from Lowe's because he's on a very large discount right now. And then there's the info booth right here. So booth, just a person behind that little Skelly Bones will be right there. Even though he's a scare, he's still more kid-friendly. Goblins over there. So yeah, more kid-friendly section. Just because this section is for people who either just came through the haunt because you can exit and come right up here, or people who don't want to go through and just want to get candy, which will be right up here. So we don't want to have this section be too scary. But the garage will definitely be the scariest part. Unless you're super afraid of clowns, then maybe the backyard. But the garage is going to be pretty intense this year. Harvester of Souls is another one I don't think I'll be using this year because he is pretty strict with his areas. He has to be in an indoor or windproof area because if I had him somewhere just out here, wind would affect the fog so much so it doesn't go in the mouth. And that kind of ruins the effect. I think he's awesome. He's such a cool prop and an amazing concept, but it really just doesn't work outdoors. This section is the demon section. So Harbinger will be up here. The Smoldering Ghoul, Smoldering Zombie will be back there. It'll look like just a ton of flame stuff coming out here. I have 2 Spirit Flames, so they'll probably be over here. And I also have Tiki Torches to surround it. So that will all be demon stuff. I think that'll look pretty cool. I don't have Michael Myers. I don't do licensed stuff usually. I do own Krampus and Shorty because I love those 2 movies, but I don't plan on using them this year. 12-foot witch is going by the witches over here. So my 2 Gemmy witches are going to go right there, and then 12-foot witch is going to be towering above them right there. And she's pretty cool. I think she's going to get a great reaction. People at first will be kind of confused with her because it's a pretty awesome effect. Favorite spirit prop this year? Probably Monty. Probably be Monty or Nozzles, but I think I'd go with Monty. Monty's pretty awesome. Very unique. We don't really see many animal props. Where will Mr. Dark be? He'll probably be somewhere around this graveyard area. If not, he'll be more hidden in a bush type section maybe. But yeah, I think he would work near the graveyard. I would like to keep him more hidden though because he is a great scare. The only thing with mine is his sensor is broken, so it's not too easy to activate. Last year we had a step pad and it didn't work too well. Will I be using Crouchy? Yes, I like to use Crouchy in high up areas. Last year it was on the pergola. Before that it was on the roof. So I'd like to use him high up somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. It might just be on the pergola, depending on how much weight it can hold, because Cackles will be up there. He's pretty heavy, so we'll see. Baphomet is amazing. Baphomet is another one. I'm not too sure where he's going. I think he'll probably be pretty much like last year. He'll probably go around this area because I think he's an awesome kind of guard type prop. He might just be right there. I don't know exactly. There's going to be a lot in this area. Inferno was going to go there, but we moved him to the pumpkin section, like I said. Colossus is here, though, so still lots going on. The full barricades over here to go in the haunt. So not sure exactly. We'll have all that up before I place Baphomet, but I'm guessing I'll have mine there or there. Because I do want to definitely use him. He's pretty impressive, and I do want to kind of keep him next to the demon section because he is more of that category, but also keep him as kind of a guard for the haunt because he's definitely a guard type prop as well. All right, let's do 2 more questions, and we'll just show more of the yard a bit more as it's getting a bit darker, but then we'll end stream. But I definitely want to do some more of these once there's a bit more up, and I will be streaming on our haunt days as well. We're open Saturday, Sunday, and Monday this year, so I will be streaming one of those days at least, because I want to show this in full action eventually. So I'm excited for that. We will be showing everything, and I do want to show the setup as well. I think I'll be starting the stream early on one of those days, so I can show you guys the entire setup. It'll just be out here, probably over here or there, just facing the yard, so you guys can see everything that's going on. We'll bring it in the back sometimes too, because there's a lot of back setup that needs to go back there. So yeah, we'll do something with that. But yeah, let's see. Why did you get Colossus and not Sleeping Giant? That's a popular question there. Colossus, I think, is just more intimidating. I like his phrasing. I like his look. The darker look, I think, is cool. And I like the hair better. I think it covers up the more silly features of the giant. So yeah, I'd say that's the reason why I like Colossus better. But both are awesome. I was definitely considering Sleeping Giant at a point because he is more detailed. Or he's not really more detailed. You can just see more detail. And I also like the hair on him. Looks more human-like. But I don't know. Both are awesome. I chose Colossus just because I wanted a more intimidating prop. And how many actors are you hiring? I don't know the exact number. I think it was around 10, maybe 10 to 14. But that's also with security and just managers, line managers and stuff. So I don't know. Actors would probably be more around 8 to 10. Scare actors, because I know there's a few in the garage. There are a few on the side, that side over there, and then a few in the back. And then we'll probably have 1 or 2 front floaters as well. So there will be a pretty good amount. Most scares are built in for the garage. And then the rest are just kind of all over. There's a few more built-in scares over in that section with the tanks. But yeah, actually let's do one more question here before we sign off for today. Let's see. Oh, this is a good question. Do you need a permit or anything to have people walk through your haunt? So you need a permit for the road if you're going to plan on blocking the road, which I think we're going to try to do if it's possible. We're going to try to do that this year. But for a normal home haunt, you don't, unless you're charging. Don't charge as long as you do that. Also, you have to have donations at the end of the haunt. You can't have donations before, and you can't charge. Then you don't need any business forms or anything beforehand. You do want to make sure to do those things though. Make sure, yeah, no entry fee unless it is considered a business, but then you need all the licensing and stuff like that. So that is more difficult. But yeah, as long as there's no charge, no donations before, then it is fine to do just without anything. But yeah, there it all is. That is so far what we've got. You can kind of see the lighting a bit better, and you can actually go on my Instagram or Facebook and see some pictures at night now, and I will be taking more eventually, but this looks a lot cooler at night. But yeah, we will be doing some more streams as well. We'll come back with some more updates. The garage should be definitely more finished pretty soon, so that's exciting. And there will be more stuff out eventually. I do plan on putting some smaller items out. Statics and stuff are easy. They're waterproof and weatherproof, so we'll do those eventually. But yeah, more streams definitely coming soon. But yeah, also haunt builds. Haunt builds would be coming soon. The light one should be the next one. We're actually going to get a full cherry picker type thing to go up on the roof and stuff. So you'll see that in the video. That's going to be a pretty crazy one. But yeah, lots going on, and it's getting pretty close. Tomorrow is October 1st, so it's definitely getting pretty close to Halloween, and we still got a lot to do, but it's exciting. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this stream. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.